Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cris Tales. Like I said last time, I've been grinding at Rainbow Lake after we've gotten the mineral water for the magic mirror. And just to show you guys what I did, I upgraded his weapons to maximum tier levels. So he is now fully empowered as well. And we got some spare cash as well. Because I didn't buy the keychain. Because I decided, for now at least, to switch K out for Willhelm. Mainly the reason is because I got really good in timing the hits. So every time K attacked, he accumulated around 78% heat. And the round after that, you can only get one hit out before he explodes. So basically, with a normal fight, there is a chance that sometimes he explodes twice. And that nearly kills him. In a normal fight, that's fine. We can mitigate that. But during a boss fight, that would be an incredible liability. So unless we get something that can help us counter that, like an item that will reduce his heat output a lot, or something like that, I feel that yes, we are gonna level him up with the rest of him, but I think for the main story and the bosses, I think Willhelm will be a much more, as I say, dependable character, and especially with the new skill we got with him, which is Wild Vines. It's basically an attack like explosive that does nature damage. So pretty good. You can throw it for one target or plant it for all, with of course the time manipulation. So a really powerful spell at that. Alright, let's go give that mineral water to Roicho. I remember it because it sounded a lot like chorizo. And after the last episode I ran directly to lunch because it made me hungry. Oh, no, he was down there.
Rizo, we have your water soon. Just in time. That's all I need to finish the repairs. Give me a second. There you go. As good as new.
Soul Mirror was added to your bag.
Impressive work.
And fast as well.
I might not be as good as my dad, but I know my way around these things.
If you keep on practicing, I'm sure you will live up to his expectations.
Thanks a lot, Rohizo.
Now, let's go see if we can talk some sense to that Joseph guy.
Well, I don't think it's about talking some sense into him. I think it's gonna be more about just showing him who he actually was.
You again? What now?
Well, as your old mentor, I wanted to give you something. A reminder of the old days. When you were less... this.
What a joke. And how do you figure? Wait. Is this...
What do you see?
my future? I'm alone. And she's alone.
Yes. That's because currently, you're an ass, and she's a fool. Things will need to change.
You can say a lot of things what you want about Willhelm, but he's eloquent when it comes to words and associations.
You'll need to stop being such an ass. This, in turn, will prevent her from being a fool for thinking you're worthwhile. Or continue being insufferable. You'll die alone. More tragically, so will she. Your choice.
I don't.
I do have one problem with this theory. That means that she can never get someone else. She's not bad looking. But in time, if he doesn't make a move, she can get past it, right? And then maybe find someone else to fawn over? Or am I being a little bit too positive about this?
Tell her how you feel. Who cares if she's a Sindarian? What does anyone else's opinion really matter?
You're right. After my mother died, I was lost, rudderless. I needed someone, anyone I could find, to give me guidance.
I assume you found Rallis?
She appeared out of nowhere, just when I needed her most. She rambled about things that only Mom knew. She kept saying that we needed to distance ourselves from some people. Unworthy people. The more she talked, the more it made sense that the only people in Tulira who weren't unworthy were us, the Oroids. We have power, riches, respect, and they all hate us. Everyone.
No. It's not that we hate people that are rich and respected. It's when they're being asshats about it.
Not everyone. Not Soul.
She still believes in me?
Because she knows what kind of a person you was.
She believes that there's still good in you.
Of course she would. That's Soul. I've been such a fool.
Agreed. You are an idiot. Now go and apologize to her.
I will. Thank you, everyone. I'll do better. Be better. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to beg for forgiveness.
I doubt he has to beg hard, to be honest.
I'm so sorry. I was an idiot. With everyone. But especially with you.
You are an idiot. And you're gonna make it up to me. Even if it takes the rest of our lives. Thank you all. This feels like a dream to me. I don't have much, but I want you to have this.
Cinder Signet was added to your bag.
I don't think I'll be returning to Cinder anytime soon. You might need it more than me.
Thank you, Saul. Also, I think this Rawless woman is up to no good.
Well, I can guarantee you that. I've been telling that ever since I first saw her.
Yes. Was it the painfully obvious and abundant clues that tipped you off?
And the fact that she doesn't have an image in the past or the future.
Regardless, we need to investigate further. The twins seem to have been collaborating with her, which makes things a bit more interesting.
Alright, so let's see what that ring actually does. Ooh, is it a unique ring? We don't have a Sindarian with us, so I don't think we can look at... No, we cannot look at it here. So I reckon it is. So there is probably gonna be a Sindarian that's gonna join our party at some point. Good to know. That means we have more potential. Because so far, what I'm trying to determine is who fits well with who. I'm hoping that we're gonna get 2 other characters, like a full party of 6. That would be amazing. And normally in games where you have multiple party members where you can switch out, I usually try to see which 2 characters are most alike. Like which one I can interchange and have the same basic function in a fight. Crisbell, you can't change her. She's the main character, she's always here. And Christopher, he's a mage with decent physical capabilities. Willhelm is 1% to 100% nature magic hoarder, low attack power. So there's really nothing to compare it to with Kay. So I'm hoping that any new characters will be more interchangeable, if you know what I mean. Like a proper mage character with lots of MP, good pool of moves, or a good physical fighter that I can exchange with them as well. Because right now, Kay, the heatsink problem he has, is really throwing me off with that. So like I said, I will level him up, because I want to have him learn all his skills. So he's definitely going to level up to level 29. After that, we'll see how useful he is. And maybe we get lucky and get a personal ring for him, which reduces his basically his heat sink. Because if we can have an item that halves that, that would tremendously give him more viability in a fight. Definitely. But then it will take like 3 rounds to him building up enough heat to explode. And then the move he has of reducing that heat, much more useful. If you need to use it every other round, it makes him so obsolete. Sorry about going on a tangent about this, but yeah. I've been thinking about it a lot between the episodes because, like I said, every character in the game needs to have a purpose in a place that you can use it for. They all have their weaknesses and their strength. His strength is his speed and his power, but the weakness of his heat gauge, it's so big compared to the advantage we have. So yeah, like that has to be something we can use to go against it. So that should be for all the quests except that in the mine, because we can't get there yet. So let's go to the mansion.
I don't really like being in places this crowded.
They appear to be mourning someone. I have observed this behavior previously.
Gladys must have been a pretty important person. It feels almost like the whole city is gathered here.
She was the head of the Orowitz family. She had a kind heart that cared for everyone, without distinction. And she always put the well-being of Talira first. She was a good friend.
Shh, it's starting.
Family and friends, we have come together today to mourn the tragic loss of our beloved matron, Gladys Orowitz. May her soul find peace in the warm arms of the lady. Lady Gladys was an inspiration to us all. I'm sure we each have many stories of her selflessness and kindness. So today, although we mourn, we should also try to celebrate a life well lived. I ask that everyone please come together, take a moment, and share your happy memories of Lady Gladys with each other. Knowing her, I'm sure she would rather be remembered with smiles than with tears.
So what do we do now? Let's go talk to Uncle Lucio.
Yeah, he might know more. And who knows, maybe we get access to the mine, finally. Because that's the first side quest we got when we got in town, and we still haven't got access to it.
She was a great teacher. We're going to miss her.
When I said I wanted to study in the university, she was the first one to encourage me. She was always like that, bringing out the best in people.
Lady Gladys was always a philanthropist. Half the things in the museum were donated by her.
I remember how she was always kind to everyone in town. She even brought me medicine when I was sick.
Yeah, she was good to everyone.
She was a good person. She even liked natural magic.
I'm glad none of those Sundarians came.
Oh, hush you.
I simply don't understand how Gladys could have been so sympathetic towards them.
If I had known this beforehand, I wouldn't have helped her with the side quest.
It's too bad that only memories can be preserved in sapphires. I guess no one can live forever.
Gladys always used to say she wasn't a fan of the war. And she always greeted returning soldiers with the warmest of smiles. I can almost see her now.
Ooh, there is a past conversation there. Nice.
I hate that Risa. She doesn't even go to mass often enough. There's a picture in the altar.
Yes, a picture of Gladys.
She seems... nice. I'm sorry, Willhelm. I'm not very good with this kind of thing.
Alright, since we need to talk to Lucio, I want to talk to him last.
You won't get anything from that diary! Besides, it's not like anyone will believe you.
I can't believe I used to teach you kids.
Oh, is that Professor Willhelm I see? I'm sorry about before, and I believe we haven't been properly introduced. Gladys and I exchanged so many letters over the years that I recognized you instantly.
Somehow I doubt it. I don't trust Gladys, not even 1 second.
Didn't she have a phrase? A towering intellect in little boys' overalls.
I'm gonna use that.
I have to say, you did an excellent job educating the children. If only Gladys had focused on their manners a little bit more. Anyway, you're welcome to join us during the memorial, but try to not talk too much. It would be rude under the circumstances. I hope you will come by the house for dinner at a more appropriate time.
Oh, trust me, we will. Because if we can make you fall off that pedestal you put yourself on, we'll definitely do it.
I definitely will.
Alright, let's talk to the ones upstairs first, because that's not Lucio. And let's go into the past to talk to Gladys.
So glad you could make it, Willhelm. It would have been important for Gladys.
Would it be possible to go back in the past and warn her about things to happen? Because if that's the case, if we can do that, can we not figure out what Gladys actually did, then warn Gladys in the past, and then prevent her from dying? Because it was unnatural causes that made her pass. So technically it might be possible?
Glad to see you made it, Master Willhelm.
I wouldn't miss it for anything.
Are all the attendants ready, my sweet puffs?
I was expecting a lot more than this.
Ready, my sweet puffs?
Because now it feels like she's actually here for the entire thing. Oh, maybe we need something to do after we talk to Lucius. Can talk to the guards.
Master Willhelm, I'm happy you made it. Gladys would have wanted you here.
I'm glad I made it too. Risa let me know what was happening. Have the two of you made any progress on your investigation into Rallis?
Some. Supposedly she was Gladys's cousin, who had been living abroad.
Yes, but who said so? Because so far the only thing we've heard is that Rallis is the one that kept saying that. And don't get me wrong, but I don't think she's a trusty source at the moment.
Almost no one here seems to remember her, although both the twins vouched for her.
Yeah, the only other shady people in this room.
I checked and I was able to find some holdings in her name, but I couldn't find anyone who actually recalls seeing her there. No one saw her kidnap Franny either. If we were to confront her now, it would just be our word against hers.
True.
And that's where the trail runs cold, I fear. I would ask Gladys about her, but one can't interrogate the dead.
And there it is.
Maybe there's something I can do to help with that.
How so? What do you mean?
I think that's Lady Gladys I see in the past. I may be able to use time magic to find out what she's saying.
Leave it to me, Crisbell.
Yes. And I'm hoping to get a confirmation that she's gonna say, who's Rallis? Never heard about her. Oh, wait till he's here. Yes.
It warms my heart to see the city prospering like this. My children seem to think I'm invincible, but I won't be here to guide them forever. I suppose there's only one thing left to do. Time to go finish that will I've been working on.
Ooh, the will.
Time to go finish.
A will that I bet nobody ever saw.
I should probably tell Mr. Lucio about this.
Crisbell, did you learn anything useful?
I think so, Mr. Lucio. Did you know Lady Gladys left a will?
I knew she started working on one. Once. But not what became of it.
My friends, we now have a special announcement. Lady Rallis wishes to address the group.
I don't trust her.
Today is indeed a very sad day.
Hey, that's the bird lady I saw. I think.
But the Orowitz family must move forward. I'm sure that is what Gladys would have wanted. And to that end, we do have some business that needs to be resolved. The family needs to choose a new matriarch. Before her tragic death, my dear sister Gladys made me promise that I would take care of the family if anything happened to her.
That's it. That's gonna be the mission. Find the will, so we know that isn't the truth.
She was quite insistent that the family fortune be protected and stay within the family. So, it is with a heavy heart that I nominate myself for the role.
That woman kidnapped my Franny.
And she plotted with the Empress.
And she came out of a magic portal and smashed the mural.
And she... Wait, what? Spooky, are you saying you saw what happened?
Yes. No? Maybe. I think. I'm sorry, dearie. My memory hasn't been the same ever since I lost my parts.
Maybe Rallis disassembled her to prevent her from telling the story.
If we can find the missing components, I think it should be possible to repair her.
Wow, Kay. Talk about being reliable.
Do you know where the rest of your body might be, Miss Spooky?
Say it's in the mine. Say it's in the mine.
I'm not entirely sure, but I can still feel around them a bit. They're somewhere
That's the mine.
salty and dark and full of monsters. Not very pleasant.
That sounds like the depths of the salt mines. Let's go check it out. Just hold tight, Gladys. We won't let this woman ruin your legacy.
Alright, we finally got a dedicated mission on how to stop Rallis. Not from being here, because he's still saying she's family, so we cannot negate that, but if we can get the wealth of the family out of her hands, that would already be a positive thing. So, I'm gonna keep the money. I'm not gonna spend it on another keychain. I think I'm gonna leave it as it is for now. And we'll just go to the mine and see if we can, first of all, get the minerals for the side quest, so we can finish that as well and have all the side quests done, which in turn should give us an extra option at the end of it. Again, I've never played this, so I don't know what the two original options will be, and I think that's also what happened in the previous area. I picked the one of the two standard ones and not the third specialty one you get for the side quest, and I want to see if I can pinpoint in this time which one it is and then pick that one, because we did make an effort in trying to do all the side quests before completing the city.
The entrance to the mines is to the west, Crisbell.
I know, you keep preventing us from going there
Let's
the
go
entire
find
time.
Mage's missing parts.
Oh, thank you all so much for doing this for me, dearies. Oh, perhaps afterwards I can bake you all some cookies.
I never say no to a good cookie. Still love Oreo cookies though. Not actually from the packaging, but I mean cookies made from Oreo compartment, yes. They're amazing. You come up online. I'm pretty sure you can find them.
Oh, I see them. Some of my parts are right there.
So our second part, because I think we already got the hands in the museum. Yes, we got her beads.
Ah, my pearls. Oh, it feels so good to see them again. Once I'm all back together, I'll have to find a proper way to thank you.
I'm sure you will. Okay, let's see if we can now deform this into ash and walk through it. Yes, we can. Let's restore it first.
No, Crisbell! Try it again!
That's why I wanted to do it.
No, Crisbell!
I need to put it back first. Like I said, that is the downside from Willhelm. He can be so obnoxious. But let's say, eloquent with words.
Great display, Crisbell.
Alright, let's check it out for a little bit. Welcome to the salt mines. I wonder if it's gonna be like a puzzle again, like breaking and creating.
Last time I came to this area, there was no cavern here.
These mines have been around for generations. How often do you pass by these places?
Once every 1,000 years?
I do not measure my life by the same timescales that you do. It is rare for an event to occur that is interesting enough to merit my involvement.
What would be an example of something that's interesting enough?
For example, when a time mage comes to the lake with the head of a witness in her bag.
Yeah, I hear you, Kay. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing that happens that often.
All right, that's enough chit-chat, everyone. We have a job to do.
Indeed. I can sense the faint signal of a witness down here. It must be Buki's remaining parts.
Yes, let's get the good parts and leave the rest. Yeah, it's clear that there's nothing up here that we need the platform for, so I'm not even gonna try it. Can we talk? Nope. Yeah, I thought I was gonna mess it up. Let's see what happens when I restore it. It becomes too heavy. That's actually really smart. Alright. Let's pick that just the first. Our first encounter. Let's see how strong we are against them. Spirits? Salt deformity. Let's first just you know what? What works well against salt? Water? Because salt expands when it makes it wet, right? At least I saw that in one of the comics I used to read. When they try to destroy a gigantic brick wall, they like put salt in the cracks and then throw water over it so it cracks the stone apart. I don't know how realistic that is, but that's how I made this connection. Alright, let's see how normal attacks work. Okay, 100% against it. So we need to use our magic, which is fine. Because that's the one thing in the game I really like, that magic is not overly expensive. So you can fight a lot before you actually need to recuperate it. I haven't even used any of my magical recovery items through the entirety of the game. That may be like, maybe once, but not because it was necessary. It's more because I was lazy and didn't want to return to the inn while I was grinding. So yeah. Anti-magic. So with one up there. I do wonder if it's going to be multiple parts to her body or not. You saw one. Could that be the only thing? Because in my head I initially go to a human shape for Buki's body. But she might as well just be an entity that floats without legs. Damn, it becomes so powerful. It's amazing! And I do like the money we're getting here. It's almost double what we get from Rainbow Lake. And the enemies are even easier than there. So we can make a decent profit out of this, so... Real prime grinding spot. Antidotes. And of course we will almost be there with the chest we put down on the pedestal. It could also just be that his magical power is just strong enough. That it just is strong enough to take it down. Oh wait, there's another enemy. I didn't see it. That will work. you can just... No, you know what? You blow it up, because you have technically more MP than Christopher. Yes, first defense, and next round he'll pop out of his cocoon into a very annoying monster. But 2 hits is plenty of time for us to destroy it. Almost 2,000 marbles, that's a lot. Steal wrist guards? Ooh, I'm curious. See? Again, the defense increase of the Iron Gauntlet we got at the beginning of the game. It's so much that it's not something I'm easily gonna give away. And 15 extra HP. We don't have a lot of trouble keeping that up, so I see no reason for it. And 1 speed is not enough to entice me. So it might be a good item to have while we wait till buy the better stuff. Alright. I think I saw when we entered here that the entire thing came from the left, so we go to the right. I think it was the right choice. Ooh, second level of salt creature. Take it down. Show me your big mouth, and I will shut it down for you. Yeah, and those boots that we got with all the speed also has the inherent ability for us to have the first attack, which makes sure that we have 2 attacks before the monster can actually do something. That's basically what's winning most of the fights for me before they can actually do something. So a pretty nice exploit if I can be honest about it. Alright, let's see what's on the other side. Hopefully a boss. Ah, there's the body part. Can we talk to you?
Mining is getting harder with so many monsters lurking around. We're confined to this tiny space.
Aww, it's so sad. And of course all the money that we are gathering up right now, we can use it to buy the unique rings for the characters, or for when we get a new character that we can straight away level up the weapon to top tier. And another Tellura Signet. This is the second one we got now, so you can get that one. Giving you even more speed. Alright, we're gonna grab the object and then we're gonna call it for a day. And we'll do the other half of the mine on the next episode. Boogie's right hand was added to your bag.
I'm glad we found it, but it looks like someone's been here recently.
Judging by the blue crumbles, I'd say the miners have been digging up and grinding small sapphires into dust.
But why would they do that?
A long time ago, there was a group of people in this area who did the same thing. They used the dust for rituals.
How long ago was this?
1,246 years.
I should have known better than to ask.
Alright, so I'm guessing we're gonna find more parts deeper in the mine. But we explored quite a bit already, and the episode has lasted long enough. So next time we're going to continue on exploring the mine and see what other parts we can still find. So that's going to be next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. and I hope to see you then. Bye bye.